When we restarted the expo in 2015, we had absolutely no idea what we were getting into. I had never run a show before. I laid out the floor plan with a ruler and construction paper. The night before the show opened, we had about 2 feet of snow. It was 15 degrees below zero, the roof leaked, and if we opened too many doors in the main hall, all of the exhibits would blow over. But almost 500 people turned out in the middle of a snowstorm to attend that event. We thought, hey, maybe we're onto something with this. So the next year we moved the show to a larger venue. We had about twice the floor space, and in 2 years we tripled our dealer attendance. We partnered with the Professional Bicycle Mechanics Association to recruit and run multiple breakout spaces for clinics and seminars. We added our keynote breakfasts and industry parties. It was also the start of the CABDA Awards. But after a couple years, we knew we needed an even larger venue because we were just out of space. In 2018, we moved the show to a much larger facility, the Schaumburg Convention Center. It was more than a little bit daunting. When you stand in the middle of a room that large when it's empty, you think to yourself, how are we ever going to fill this place up? We now have over 115,000 square feet of exhibit space, which is more room to spread out, more space for our seminars and tech clinics. It gave us the real estate we needed to bring in bigger and better exhibits. It's a bright, modern facility. It put us closer to the airport, closer to most of our attendees, directly off the interstate and with an on-site hotel and restaurants. And after a couple years, we doubled the size of our event yet again. This past year, we had 240 exhibitors and nearly 3,000 attendees from over 750 bike shops in 38 states and 7 countries. In 2019, we launched our first ever expansion event, CABDA West in San Diego. We saw tremendous potential in what was essentially an underserved market. Southern California represents around 20% of the North American bike market, but there was no B2B event for bike shops. In 2 years, we've grown our event to over 200 exhibitors, nearly 2,100 attendees from almost 600 shops. At our 2020 show, we literally ran out of floor space and had to expand into adjacent buildings. And just like before in Chicago, we knew we needed a new home where we could fit everyone under one roof. So after 2 successful years in San Diego, we'll be moving the show to the Los Angeles area at the Ontario Convention Center for 2021. The new location puts us right next to the airport, gives us immediate access to multiple hotels and highways, puts us closer to the bulk of our attendees, and most importantly, will double the amount of exhibit space at the show. In 2020, we launched our newest expansion event, CABDA East, held outside of New York City. Unfortunately, our show opened just as the coronavirus pandemic was forcing travel bans and event closures. We were one of the last events held in North America before the shutdowns. But we're not giving up on our East Coast dealers, and we'll be back in December, ready to blow the doors off the place. Until then, we welcome you to join us virtually in February for CABDA Online. You can find great clinics and seminars, discover new brands and products, network with other industry people, and even live chat with sales reps. We're CABDA, and we're proud to be the show for the bicycle industry.